Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Learn to use that sexual power. Learn to use that sexual power. See, here's the thing, and I've said it a million times. Women want to have sex out here. Despite what many men think. Now, of course, you always get some men who push back against that. It's like, no, they just don't want to have sex with you in particular if you think that. And even then, if those same men will probably do some tweaking of themselves, their attitudes mainly. Oh, the women probably want to get with them too. And indeed, many of the men who say that, they got the reason why they don't realize that women want to have sex out here because they got caught in that trick bag. They feel like they got to do all of this, and women will do that. But the thing is, bottom line, women want to have sex. That's how the guys who, y'all can call them bad boys, y'all can call them, Chads, Tyrones, whatever you want to call them, dark triad guys, will still get the sex because they realize one thing. Women want to have it. Now, as I've always say, I've worked 1,000 jobs, including in the government. One of the things I was doing at a particular section in the government was negotiations. I learned a lot, trained negotiator. And one of the things is understanding when you're in negotiation, what you have on your side, what advantages you have, what power you have on your side. I remember a dear friend of mine, may her soul rest in peace, Leslie Banks. She wrote a series of books called the Vampire Hunter series. There's some other stuff too. But one of the things she would call sex in those books, negotiations. You think about it, when you're having sex with a woman, you bringing together two people. It really is on many levels of negotiation, which means you're bringing something to the table. Now, think about something. Women want to have sex out here. As I've said 1,000 times, as I said, and I really broke down how they be talking in a car video last week. They said they want to have sex. They will have sex with men. What does men bring into it? You bring in something. You bring in that D. And women want that badly. Once you understand that, then you're in a position of power because you bring in something that they want. And since they're doing it, instead of rushing for it or instead of paying for it and doing all that, you in a position where you can say, well, hold up, this is what I want. Now, anybody who's read my books know I talk about Mr. Goodbar. One of the things I've said about Mr. Goodbar deals with women on his terms because he understands the nature of women. He has that understanding. Women want what he got, so he can negotiate on his terms. See, many men don't realize that. They don't realize their own power. You got something women want, and it's not the money, it's the D. So you in a position to say, well, hold up, you want this D? This is what I got. This is what I need you to do for it. And many women will do it. Now, of course, other men, particularly non-select men, get mad and all of that stuff. But it's like, hold up. First of all, they don't feel good about themselves and realizing what they bring into the table. See, as long as you realize it, then you got that power. You can learn. You can deal with women on your own terms when you want to. Because it's just a matter of who wants who more. And as I always point out, women want it badly. So if they got something that you want, you got something that they want, then you could say, well, hold up, this is what you need to bring it. That's why women will bring some men some food. That's why women will even pay for some men and buy them stuff. Because the men realize that. Even in situations, like you get those situations where you might get an older woman and she's buying a guy something and all of that. He's really smart. Some men think that woman's controlling the man. It's like, no, not really. Because that man always knows he can pull back from it. Even some young men. I've seen cases where young men were dealing with older women and basically they were running the older women because they realized what they were bringing to that woman. Especially, let me use that young boy example again. A young boy, no, he don't got as much money as a woman. Like, there was a situation, and I hope she don't watch this, but I'm not calling any names because I can't remember her name. But this woman was living in a $500,000 house in the early 2000s, which means that house is probably over $1 million now. Had all the money, all this stuff, dealing with young boys. But she was pressed about them. They were dealing with her and going up in her and everything on their terms, because the young boys had something that she wanted. See, understand something. See, I'm gonna tell you something now. Even pimps say this. A man gotta value his dick. A man gotta value his dick. You know, so many men are so busy putting a woman's pussy on a pedestal that they're not valuing what they bring. Because think about how much, I want you to think about something. Think about something on a practical level. Think about what your dick can give that woman. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it for a second. A basic level pleasure. Pleasure. Any man who's really made a woman orgasm, really made her come, everything, shoot, you get a totally different woman. You giving her something that, shoot, that's why women go crazy. That's why they will, like, they get that guy that turned them out or something. And just to be clear, that's different from the imprint. An imprint don't necessarily turn them out. It's just penetration. Turning them out, making them holler, having them float on air, making them speak in tongues. Shit, you ever see a woman? Yeah, I can look at a woman sometime. So I see a woman, I say, oh, damn, she got a new man. I've seen it several times. Any man who's been out there and really paying attention has seen it. So you giving that woman that pleasure. That's just one. And on a more pragmatic thing with some women, especially if you do have some money and that woman's like lower class or just cashing out, she knows she can live off your seed. Whether you paying or the government paying, especially in the lower classes, they know they can live off that. They think about it. Women in general want children. In general, there's always exceptions, but shoot, even some lesbians want children. You can give her that child. She can only get it through you. Yeah, she can go to some sperm clinic or something, but you know, that could be tough. She got to pay some money. She can get it from you for free. So she can get that child from you. She can live 18 years. She can live at least 18 years or maybe 21 off of that seed. She getting a lot of stuff. Think about it. And a man needs to think, well, hold up. That little microscopic seed, you can't even see it by itself. You can't even see it by yourself. You got to even see it like in general. When you ejaculate, and shoot, those are millions. So that one little seed, that little tiny seed that you bring, shoot, it gives that woman so much. She gets so much out of a child, pleasure, child support, money. Look at all you bringing out, what you bringing. Shoot, you need to value your stuff. You need to learn to use it to get what you want out of the woman, get the cooperation you want. There's nothing wrong with telling a woman no. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with it. Or making her work for it because she's getting so much. What are you getting, 30 minutes of pleasure? If you tantra, hour and a half of pleasure. And let's be real, most men getting like 5 minutes of pleasure. And she getting so much more. Even if she don't get the pleasure, she got something. She getting something. Hey, sometimes it's just some maintenance or something. So you bringing something to the table. Learn to use it. It's like, wait a minute, I got something that she would want. Learn to use it. First of all, and the main thing, value your sexual nature. Value your penis. Understand that. Learn to use your sexual power. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. And get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.